JET is clear about its vision. JET knows what it wants to do. JET wants to make a difference in education in South Africa, on the African continent, and internationally. JET is clear about its vision. JET people think, JET people do, and JET people lead in education. For JET, evidence-based research is important to impact on policy and education. So the work that JET does makes a real difference for real people in schools across the country. I think that one of the biggest challenges in South Africa is early childhood development. I think JET has to work very hard to get early childhood development working right in schools in South Africa. Young children need to be prepared to enter formal schooling, and they need to gain important skills. I think the one key thing that board members have to begin to assist JET with more is to provide links to possible funders for new projects. I think that's the one area where we are lacking.
The infusion of the softer skills definitely will ensure that from a people point of view, because I think, in my opinion, any organization that is not focused on people, you can have the best strategy, but you're not going to have the best outcomes out of that, because technology can go so far, but if you've got the right people with the right skills, you are likely to actually have the impact that you're looking for. So the infusion of the soft and the hard skills will definitely take JET into a different direction and project it into the future that we are all looking for.
Rick, so nice to be talking to you today. You've been assisting us as JET using spiral dynamics as a lens for our strategy. Why do you use spiral dynamics?
James, it's a complex question. I do believe that as organizations and society, we need to ask different questions and we need to find new ways of doing business, and NPOs in your space and education specifically. I do believe that spiral dynamics provides a beautiful theoretical underpinning or a lens to study organizational behavior in an attempt to do human better and to build sustainable businesses. So I find it progressive that you are adopting something of this nature.
Today is a very big day for our company. JET is in the process of the new strategy. So why do we think that we need this new strategy?
Well, a strategy is a very nice tool to keep you mission aligned, to make sure that your goals are still in tune with your mission and your vision. And it is also a way to measure whether you have diverted from your culture as a company, and it's making us come back to the big question: what are we doing, how are we doing it, why are we doing it? And then it is also a way to make sure that we stay adaptable to the new environment out there, that we make agile choices, and yeah, I think that's it.
Well, a lot has changed since our last strategy was developed.
Yeah.
I think it was just the start of COVID, and the world is changing at a rapid pace. We're living in a VUCA world. Volatility, uncertainty. There's a lot of challenges that we need to be fit and ready to face. So I think the time is now. It's really opportune time to be developing a new strategy.
Why do you think Jet stand out? What makes us unique?
I think that what makes Jet stand out is the authenticity of how it goes about things. No person or place is perfect, but Jet never pretends to be and is always very open and transparent about what we're trying to do and what we want to achieve and how we go about it.
Oh, that's great, Josh. I mean, we've been existent for the past 30 years. I mean, the good thing that Jet is doing and continue to do is to improve the education sector and also improve the policies in education.
I think key objectives for Jet going forward is diversity, innovation, skills development, continue to contribute towards the South African education landscape, but more importantly, not to forget the social responsibility side. So looking at teacher development, learner development, youth development, ECD, and the whole systemic development of the education sector within South Africa. So I think from a Jet perspective, it's people-centered, we are knowledge-driven, we are innovative, and I think more importantly, we are committed to South Africa and the South African education landscape.
Cleon are talking about the company culture. Are we perfect?
We aren't. We aren't. But Jet is a place where you can learn a lot. And so I think you have to be willing to, if you want to be in an environment where you're able to absorb and learn, then you have to come out of your comfort zone. So it's not easy all the time. But I think the opportunities to learn, to grow for your career is amazing at Jet. And so it's not going to be an easy place to work. But I think you have to look at the pros, and the pros far outweigh the cons. So, yeah.
Let's explore how Jet works. Jet draws on a variety of theoretical frameworks with a common proper focus to inform how the organization collaborates, delivers its services, and conducts its research. Through evidence-based knowledge interventions, collaboration with the public and private sectors, and the use of technological infrastructure, Jet aims to turn challenges into solutions, resulting in improved education quality, particularly for the disadvantaged. The work of our three divisions operationalizes the RIME value chain, where research influences implementation which, when monitored and evaluated, delivers evidence which can, in turn, improve implementation and lead to new research. We work across our 5 thematic areas, and they are early childhood development, specifically grade R teacher development, school improvement, teacher education, post-school education and training, interoperable data ecosystems, and innovative funding models for education, with much of our work cutting across several thematic areas at once. Here's a recap of some of Jet's recent work. Our Research and Data Ecosystem Division conducted research on micro-credentials. This project, commissioned by UNICEF, forms part of a larger project to investigate current micro-credential projects and initiatives in Burundi, South Africa, and Uganda. There's also the project on developing a performance management framework for TVET lecturers in South Africa. The Jet research focused on enhancing the relationship between performance appraisal and continuing professional development within the wider performance management of South African TVET lecturers. Evaluations conducted by our Monitoring and Evaluation Division include the evaluation of the suitability of the Nalibali story materials. Jet has conducted several evaluations for Nalibali, and in 2023 undertook another evaluation to gauge whether the material it supplies align with the needs of their users. We also conducted an evaluation of the embedding process of the Jika Imfundo campaign, implemented in KwaZulu-Natal schools since 2015 for the Improvement of Learning Outcomes program, and examined the extent of embedding outcomes achieved at the different levels of the KZN public education system. Our Implementation and Innovation Division is involved in the Grade R Maths and Language Improvement Program, which trains teachers in a child-centered and play-based approach to teaching and learning mathematics and language. And the Anglo-American South Africa Education Program, where we collaborate with multiple stakeholders and implementing partners to implement a whole school development approach, from early childhood development interventions to rolling out ICT devices and Wi-Fi infrastructure in selected schools. JET is also piloting innovative models of context-sensitive hybrid learning and teaching with a few AI-inspired and e-education organizations. Here's what some of our beneficiaries had to say.
I am a participant in the Core Academy offered by ASAP. But what we enjoy most about the program is that we're exposed to technology like computers. We get to get more knowledge about computers, and again about the programs we get to experience more about mathematics and get to learn more as the explanation given by the videos, as well as the explanations after you've gotten the answer wrong, will also provide us a second chance of getting to know better of the equations.
We have been involved in the program since AIMRA, and what we enjoy the most about the program is that we get to learn how to use laptops. We get to get taught by people we don't know, which is very fun. Lastly, the highlights about the program is that we actually have so much fun teaching each other how to actually operate the laptops. And another thing that's very fun is that we get certificates, whereas we just see it as a token of appreciation for taking time and being part of the Core Academy and letting them teach us and also be taught.
The structured lesson planning emphasizes effectiveness, ensuring that every moment in the classroom counts. The workshops has equipped me with invaluable tools and fosters collaboration during my professional growth. What inspires me the most is witnessing the positive impact on the learners and parents' participation. This program creates a dynamic, enriching learning environment that encourages creativity, boosts communication skills, and builds a strong sense of community among us as educators. ASA elevates the educational experience, motivating both me and my learners to actively engage and enjoy the learning journey.
It has been very tough, but amazing, because I've learned so much about myself, because I just come from being a student and I had to transition from being a student into learning how to become an adult, as some would say, in the ways of getting to learn how the world of work operates, how I need to conduct myself, how I need to be when I'm in the workplace. And this has been quite nice also because I've learned to look out for my strengths and my weaknesses.
As we bid farewell to the Education Hub and step into our new offices and the exciting future, we mark a new chapter in our journey, guided by the theme of our new strategy, Embracing the Next. As we look ahead, we remain committed to building a future-proof organization working to improve education quality, particularly for the disadvantaged communities. Thank you for being part of this journey. Think education, think JET.